The first question that we have is, how will the historic district prevent lot splitting for our larger lots?
I can answer that. Okay. Land divisions are allowed through another section of the code and they're not subject to historic resource review currently. So I guess the short answer is that it will not stop that. It will prevent potentially demolitions of contributing resources, which I think there have been maybe an occasion or two or more where an older house was demolished so that the lot could be split. So if it's a historic contributing resource, that would be, there wouldn't be an incentive to do that.
Those buildings that are determined contributing are subject to what's called demolition review. And demolition review is a land use process that ends up at the Portland City Council. So before any of those contributing buildings could be demolished, the City Council would have to approve that demolition. So in theory, we talk about lot splits. That could still happen. It could still happen if a non-contributing building were demolished. Or it could still happen on some lots where the contributing building may not occupy the full lot, or there may be the opportunity to divide the lot and retain the contributing building. But it would be difficult, not impossible, but difficult to demolish a contributing building and split the lot and build 2 or 3 houses in its place without approval from the City Council. And Hillary's team manages this process. It's what's called a Type 4 land use review, which is a somewhat unique review that is expensive to make application for and is a lengthy process with the City Council who, while we don't know whether or not they may approve a demolition, in the past they have been reluctant to approve most demolition applications that have come before them for historic resources.
I just want to answer that question. I have less information about this in some ways than my colleagues, but I think so that people really understand the impacts, the demolition denial that goes to all the 80% of the houses that are contributing is actually extremely significant. And what Hillary's answer was that in theory, you could split a lot, but in practice, it's going to be extremely difficult. And for non-contributing houses, having the design review process for developers provides them a tremendous disincentive from speculating in the neighborhood. And so our expectation is that the amount of demolition that goes on a speculative basis would become extremely rare.
Thank you.